Give us the fire. We'll give them hell.
It's the biggest first-person shooter franchise in the world. Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. On the night of release, I stayed up for the moment that it went live to get a feel for the final product. So, here's the verdict. It's fast, it's fresh, it's fun, all right? It's supporting 3 different types of gameplay, so just when you get annoyed with playing a team deathmatch, you can switch over quickly to a game of zombies or even Battle Royale, right? But there's a double-edged blade with this game. Okay, this game is for competitors, yes. Okay, it's fast as furious, but that also means that the so-called pros in this game, well, they're up to their old tricks. Jumping around corners, drop shots, and even the quick scoping is once again the language of success. So, 1 in every 4 games is actually really, really fun because you feel like a competitor. But the other 3/4 of the games, it's just outright frustrating. That being said, guys, I'm still playing it, and I don't mind getting destroyed. So that has to be a good thing, right? But if you don't want to take my word for it, hey, we're about to hear from the Rated Call of Duty Special Team, and they're going to be talking all things Blackout mode, zombie, and the online reactions.
Infiltrate, engage, and destroy.
Welcome to Blackout, Treyarch's answer to Battle Royale. Is it good? Oh yes, it's a hell of a lot of fun. For the most part, it's pretty action-packed, often very messy and unpredictable at times. Battle Royale is all about the last man standing. In solos and duos, 88 players will be fighting it out for those final spots. The map itself is absolutely massive, 1,500 times the size of fan favourite Nuketown, but not so big that you'll be hiking forever looking for a target. Rushing straight down is one of the funnest ways to play for sure, but it is risky. Not a wise move if you're hoping for a more guaranteed victory. Your best bet is to play it safe and drop elsewhere. Thankfully, your only concern with where to drop is whether you like action or want to play it safe, as there is plenty of loot available everywhere. Armor is a game changer in this one. Level 1 and 2 can be found all over the place. Care packages and supply drops is where you'll mostly find level 3. Be careful not to get spotted going for those. It's not just the players you'll need to worry about in this one though. There are zombies, and yes, the mystery box supply stash is here. Perks return, helping you out in plenty of ways and allowing for more variety in playstyles. Overall, perks feel pretty balanced for the most part. The adrenaline rush you get from being in the final is one of my favourite things about Battle Royale. With the way combat works, the fluidity, the speed, the momentum, oh, it's just so good. Again, it's not just peeking and being defensive. You can go all out here if you wish and take an aggressive approach. That's what I really like most about this game. You'll need to choose your moves wisely, no doubt about that, but there feels to be more freedom in movement. Much more variety in combat situations than other BR games, something I've been hoping for a very long time. No doubt, many PUBG players will flock to this game for sure. It's more arcadey, less tactical perhaps in places, but it's much more accessible. A good thing in my opinion. Question is, how well will it stack up to Firestorm, Battlefield 5's take on Battle Royale?
Treyarch, the developer of Black Ops 4, first introduced the Zombies mode to Call of Duty in 2008 with World at War, and it has since appeared in every Black Ops game. Basically, you and up to 3 friends, strangers or bots, team up to fight rounds of increasingly tough zombies in a variety of environments. In World at War, you were fighting Nazi zombies, but in Black Ops 4, there's a time travel element. The 3 maps available at launch are Voyage of Despair, which is set on the Titanic, 9, which takes you to ancient Rome, and Blood of the Dead, which will be familiar to those who played Black Ops 2. In Voyage of Despair, Scarlet and the rest of the gang team up to steal an artifact from a safe on the Titanic, only to have someone activate the artifact and turn everyone else on board into a zombie. And the Titanic is a great map for this kind of mode. Sure, you start on a fairly large deck and there are some huge rooms, but there are also lots of tiny rooms and narrow corridors with too many exits to keep track of. You can barricade some of these doorways, but there are just too many windows for zombies to come crawling through, especially as you gain enough points, by killing zombies, to unlock more areas of the sinking ship. Thankfully, there are magical elixirs that you can use to do things like teleport away to a random location. I'm currently having some trouble remembering the elixirs in the heat of the moment, but maybe I'll get better at that with practice. The Zombies mode is naturally incredibly frantic, so it's hard to keep track of all the perks and elixirs and talismans, but then frantic is exactly what you want from a mode like this.
You give us the fire, we'll give them hell.
My name's Cherry Younger. I'm a gamer and I'm a social media analyst, so I'm here to tell you what the conversation has been online since the launch of Black Ops 4. One of the main themes has, of course, been taking the day off, making sure that you have a fully stocked fridge and that you are unreachable for the foreseeable weekend so that you can play the game. A popular YouTuber and streamer, Pack-a-Puncher, has said that he's going to put down all of his other games just so that he can dedicate all of his YouTube videos to Call of Duty. One of his videos has already had over 60,000 views and growing, so if you want to have a first look at the game, that's where you'll find it. On Twitch, Shroud has been streaming to tens of thousands of people live since he's been going, and his views have already reached over 200 million. His skills are pretty awesome, so go and check it out. The beautiful game. Now, everyone is talking about how beautiful the game is, from the high quality graphics, to the camos on the guns, to the beautifully drawn maps. And obviously, we can't talk about the game without talking about zombies. Everyone is really excited to play the zombie mode, and it's one of the most popular modes of the game. Some people have even said that they've bought the game purely just to play the zombie mode. Speaking of nostalgia, that's one of the things that everyone is really happy about. From conversations online feeling like they're going back to some of their favourite Call of Duty games, this is one of the things that people are really happy about. So well done, Treyarch. And finally, everyone online has been trying to find other people to play with. So if you don't have someone to game with, online is the place to do it. And that's where you should go on social media.
Now, with all this Call of Duty talk, have you ever wondered how to create a virtual battlefield? Well, Rated spoke to James C. Burns, who played the character of Sergeant Frank Woods in the game. He gave an insight into what goes on behind the scenes.
All right, like the lady said, my name is Woods, friend of the family. If you don't know who I am, tough.
So basically, when we record, we capture performances. It's done with infrared, and that infrared is then translated into code, which goes into a computer, and then they kind of paint over your character. So they have a little bit of freedom to modify movement and behavior. So as an actor, it's it's the same thing. You hit your mark, you say your line, try to be as honest as you can. And so basically, it's like you will have weapons. They're plastic weapons because we don't have to use any kind of facsimile because it's going to be generated in. And like for most of the time, Mason, like I've never met Sam Worthington, although I do hundreds of scenes with him. I've never met him. Sam to me is a yellow tennis ball on a C-stand, and that's who Sam Worthington's been for 9 years for me, and Gary Oldman, and everybody else. So when you talk to a character, because it's actually a point of reference, is when you shoot in a volume, you record every possible angle. Because it's like imagine you're in a swimming pool doing the scene, and all the water is capturing your image. And that's kind of what working in a volume is. It's infrared. So again, you prepare like any other job. You just have to be aware that there's certain requirements that the environment gives you, and you just adapt to those and hit your mark and say your line, and hope that lunch is good.